work to grind out drives. So it's one of those things where I wanted to look at Arizona earlier in the game, and especially with how heavily this number is shaded toward the first half. I just updated our odds screen, Kelly. Dallas is still laying 7 for the first half, even though the full game number has come down. So think about that. Dallas laying 7 for the first half. Full game might close 11 at a lot of shops. Yeah. It's already there at some places. So I really like that angle. I have Arizona. Last night it was even money. Now that's flipped. You got to pay 120 in juice to take Arizona in the first half. But I see this playing out really soon.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Lawrence, Salem, and around the world.
To get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Or they could. Yeah. Well, they've done that. There's 56, actually, franchise record in points for the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, he stepped out.
We will talk about that game when it actually wraps up, because that game has been over for a while. 56-13, Dolphins on top of the Broncos. In the meantime, a lot for us to get to on the other side. One more late afternoon window preview, but Jacksonville is trying to make a late push for all those people in Survivor and teasers and moneyline parlays. Jaguars score a touchdown to get it to within 10:40 to go. There's some drama in the Meadowlands.
I'm dying at this Baltimore game.
Which was there's been a very wild situation going on in the Meadowlands on an interesting fourth down decision, and chaos in Baltimore that has big teaser implications as well, which we'll explain next. Packers also trying to drive to come up with a late second half rally.
Attention Medicare recipients and anyone turning 65. Medicare has approved new benefits not included with original Medicare and older Medicare Advantage plans. You may not be getting all of the benefits you're entitled to, including in-home aids, telephone appointments with your doctors, home-delivered meals and prescriptions. These benefits may be available, and it's a free call to enroll. The new plans may also offer free eyeglasses, free hearing aids, free wellness visits, and gym memberships. Call the Medicare benefits line now. It's easy. Call 800-683-3822. 800-683-3822. Find out if you're eligible for new benefits like meal and prescription delivery, in-home aids, and telemedicine. Some plans may have a $0 monthly premium or zero copays for big out-of-pocket savings. Not all Medicare Advantage plans are alike. The new plans have more benefits for many people. Call 800-683-3822. 800-683-3822. 800-683-3822.
VSiN's NFL Betting Guide is now available with in-depth betting previews and analysis. There's also team breakdowns, trends, and line estimates for every single game this season. Download your free NFL Betting Guide now at sportsmapradio.com. That's sportsmapradio.com. Bet smarter this fall with a free betting guide from VSiN at sportsmapradio.com. That's sportsmapradio.com. sportsmapradio.com.
Did you know you can go to a trade school college that has you learning as an apprentice in a real radio station, culinary kitchen, film studio, or in a recording studio? Stay out of debt and out of a boring college classroom and learn on the job in the real world. The Radio Connection puts you in a real radio station. The Recording Connection trains you in a real recording studio. The Film Connection has you learning under a real filmmaker. And CASA has you learning one-on-one in a real restaurant. It's your life. Amplify it now and learn as an apprentice in a unique way to get a career as a broadcaster, podcaster, chef, music producer, or filmmaker. Just visit one of our sites, radioconnection.com, recordingconnection.com, filmconnection.com, or casaschools.com. Or call 1-865-413-5724. That's 1-865-413-5724.
Wake up call.
USA Today coaches preseason poll was released yesterday. Georgia's number one. Michigan, Alabama, Ohio State, and LSU round out the top five.
Please stand by for a special presentation of Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
And we welcome you to Center Ice Sports Complex here in Jackson Township, Ohio, as Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia1 Network is proud to bring you a Sunday edition of Canton Akron Jets hockey. Here on a football Sunday, just down the road from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But tonight, the Canton Akron Jets will host the Northeast Storm, a familiar foe in North Coast Hockey League Travel Division action here on Western Reserve Radio. Canton Akron comes off a 1-1 set last Sunday as they took on the Capital 67s. First game out, it was all tied up at 2. No overtime here in that non-league action. And then in the second game, the Canton Akron Jets would pick up the 3-1 win over the 67s. They come into this game 2-3-1. They look to improve on the season. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Canton Akron Jets. On the first line, it's going to be out of West Branch High School, Lucas Black. Out of Jackson High School, Ethan Bell. And also senior Max Bazarov. Max with 2 goals in the first game last week against the 67s. Starting on defense, it'll be the captain, Austin Lute, out of Boardman High School. And the freshman, Jack Barbieri, out of Jackson High School. And in net, it will be number 30, Brandon Brett Antonio, who's the junior out of Perry Township. Take a look at the Northeast Storm. Didn't get a starting lineup, but we'll run down the roster for you as it'll be Finn Hayes, Ronan Hayes, J.J. Bates, Teddy Murphy, Oliver Neff, Henry Dionyak, Julian Damon Axelrod, Trent Johnston, Sam Zoller, Modine Wybrew, Colton Clarkson, Colin Richards, Seth Chapman, Bo Bates, and in net, it'll be Liam Guyan. The head coach of the Northeast Storm is Joe Sepik. His assistant is Daniel Bordner. And, of course, the head coach for the Canton Akron Jets is Sean Houston. His assistants, John Evans and Ethan Everhart. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll get you ready for hockey action here on a Sunday afternoon on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia1 Network. We're back after this. Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825 or go to youngstownphantoms.com. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock for your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Back here at the Center Ice Sports Complex in Jackson Township as we get ready for Canton Akron Jets hockey. Northeast Storm making the trip up here from the Columbus area. Several meetings between the two teams last year. Canton Akron getting the best of that. And we'll try to keep you up to date on all the scores from around the NFL as well during the game. You know everybody's waiting on it as the Browns at last check had a 20-3 lead over the Tennessee Titans. Browns making up for the loss of Nick Chubb. As both teams will make their way to the benches, they get ready for puck drop here on this Sunday edition of Canton Akron Jets hockey. And that starting lineup with Lucas Black, Ethan Bell, and then Max Bazaroff to get us started. Jack Barbieri, the freshman, will be out there with the senior captain, Austin Luke, getting things underway. And the official gives the whistle. It's going to be Black and Ronan Hayes with the faceoff. Official trying to get everybody set, and we are underway here. The puck will be kicked back to Barbieri. Barbieri going to push it forward. And it's going to end up on the stick of a Storm, but they're going to chip it down low past the goal line in their defensive zone. Austin Luke going to work it off the boards. Try to get around to Bazaroff. Luke again with it. He'll try to send it over to the freshman, Ethan Bell. Bell going to settle things down now. Take it back into the Jets defensive zone. Push it forward. It's going to be picked off by the Storm, and Bell putting a big hit on Chapman. As the Storm now will settle in and try to work it forward off the board, but Bazaroff's going to redirect that. Then we pick up by Luke. Luke back to Bazaroff, and Bazaroff will take it through the neutral zone. And we'll have Black to his left. Bazaroff taking a shot going off the top of the cage and into the net. Puck out of play. 14-16 left here in this first period. They'll take this face-off to the right of Guyan. It'll be Craven now in with the second line. Engaging Gavin Weaver now at the forward. Seepy will check in on defense as well. Craven now with the pass, and they're going to have an offside against the Jets. Weaver trying to get it back to Craven, but Weaver had already gone across the blue line. And Craven trailing. Couldn't get there fast enough. 14:06 here, no score. Thank you for joining us here on the Sunday edition. It'll be Craven and Neff for the face-off. Puck loose now. Seepy trying to work it back in, but it's going to be kicked back out to the neutral zone. And Weaver will step in to try to supply some assistance And he's going to send it over to his brother. And both Weavers here because of a jersey issue, both wearing number 8. So Gavin and Gage. Gavin wears 77, but that has not come in yet. So it'll be the law firm of Weaver and Weaver out there with Craven. As it'll be CP and Robert Hindenburg now on defense. Weaver trying to work it back to the corner. CP will take it behind the net. Craven now trying to work it forward under a little bit of pressure. Going to work it off the boards. That's going to be Seth Chapman that was right there. And we're going to have a whistle. Icing will be the call against the Storm. They'll take the puck drop there to the left of Guyan now. It'll be Zurakowski taking the faceoff for the Jets. He'll take a shot off the faceoff. It's not going to go. Battling Ronan Hayes for that faceoff. Annenberg going to chip this back down behind the net. Ben Rose now in behind the net trying to work it with Zurakowski. Rose trying to send it back over, but it's going to be knocked away by Modine Wybrew. And Rose taking the shot. It's going to go off the boards. And this a big shot from behind. On nicely. Ben Rose keeping it behind Guyan behind the net. Going to work it out towards the net, but Ben Rose again with the shot. And it's going to be stopped by Guyan in the net. 12:25 left here in this first period. No score. Changes on both sides. Green Dom now with Gio Paredes. We'll have a little bit of a pause here. I think they might have had an equipment issue with Guyan for the Storm, so he'll come out of the net, head to the bench. As I just got a final here, Cleveland Browns, they get the 27-3 win over the Tennessee Titans. A much better looking Browns team today than we saw last Monday night. As now, Kuzin will get into the net. Shot on goal from Dahman. He'll overshoot the net. And he'll work it down into the corner to the left of the cage. Send it back around the kickboard. Hannenberg's going to step up, try to set it to center ice, but couldn't get it. Paredes going to step in. Hannenberg now with the puck and send it down towards the net. But it's going to be picked off by a member of the Storm. That'll be Wybrew working his way in. Shot on goal for the Storm. And it'll be a recovery by the Jets, but it's going to be lifted and put into the Storm bench with 11:46 left here in the first period. No score. Here at the Center Ice Sports Complex on this Sunday. Bazarov, Black, and Bell now back in. We'll take the face off with Hayes. Push back Bell with the shot on goal. Worked it to the circle, just to the left of the cage. Just knocked away now as Bates tried to work it around, but he's going to be picked off. Cage is going to come off its moorings. And that's going to be Bo Bates knocking off the cage of his own goalie. Theo Beekhausen stepping in for the starting goalie, Liam Guyan. Looked like he had an equipment issue, but doesn't look like he's working to get back into the game too quick here. As Bazarov and Hayes will take the face-off. Bazarov giving a little bit of directions there. And next with 2 goals in the first game last week. And it'll be Bates now working it up the boards. But Luke will intercept, and he'll try to send it back into the Jets' offensive zone. Storm will push that back out. Bazarov trying to work it back in, but Bates giving him all he can handle. Bell now taking it around the kick blade. Be behind the Storm cage. Send it out to Black. Black working it back to the top. And it's going to go over the line into the net, but offsides was the call. Nice shot by the senior captain, Austin Luke, but it will not count 11:02 left here, first period. And we'll have Black and Hayes just outside the offensive zone. Storm will end up with this. Barbieri now looking to go D to D. Couldn't find anybody, but let's try to send it to Black. We'll jump the stick of Black, get to Bazaroff, and it'll be once again lifted. Almost went up into the bench area again. As now Lute will work it towards the neutral zone, and Black will kick that back on a nice behind the back pass to Barbieri. Barbieri sending it down into the offensive zone. We'll have a change. Bell will go to the bench, and one of the Weavers will come on. I believe that's going to be Gage. And we'll have mass changes for both teams now. 10:31 left here, first period, no score. Jets coming in at 2-3-1 on the season. Raven taking the face-off for the Jets. They'll battle for it. It'll be won by the Storm. Breakaway, that's going to be Hayes on there, but he's going to lose it on the back check. Emmerling with the back check. He's going to send this back down into the Jets' offensive zone. They're working their way around. Seepy now trying to kick it back, finding Weaver. Weaver couldn't handle it, but he'll recover it just behind the goal line, working around the net, and try to get it to his brother. Engaging Gavin Weaver on the same line with Will Craven. And they'll kick this puck all the way down to the other end, and icing will be the call. And we'll bring that back with 9:48 left here in this scoreless first period so far. It'll be Rose, Zurkowski, and Nicely making their way to the ice. Kale Zurkowski going to take the face-off. With Ronan Hayes from the Storm. It'll be to the right of the Storm cage. Zurkowski going to kick this one back all the way to behind the net, but it'll be recovered by the Storm. Storm trying to bring it forward. Zurkowski giving him a hard time there. Excuse me, that's going to be Nicely as the puck will get free. Storm will try to work it forward with a 2-on-2, but too much chaos there from the Jets. Puck now working its way through the neutral zone. And back to Emmerling. Emmerling looking to go D to D. He'll send this over to CP. CP to the left of Fran Antonio. CP on a spin move. He'll send it to Ben Rose. Rose cross ice to Nicely. Nicely tried to grab it on the run, but had to reach back around, slowed him down, and he'll chip this down behind the goal line. And it's going to be a 2-on-1, but Emmerling taking a shot from the point. And it's going to be deflected into the net. 8:54 left here, first period. Jets making the change. It'll be Dahlman taking the face-off. Lute with the puck, going to take a shot through traffic, and it's going to be knocked away. Beekhuizen. Dahlman now trying to work it around through the defense of Bo Bates. Battle for it down into the corner to the left of the Storm cage. Dahlman trying to work through two Storm players. Isn't going to make it. And then puck's going to come out and be picked up by Barbieri. Barbieri working his way through the zone. And it's going to be an offside call against the Jets. Barbieri taking the shot. It's going to go just above the cage, but wouldn't have counted nonetheless. 8:20 left here. First period, no score. Bell, Bazaroff, and Black back out. Emmerling and Lute. Barbieri and Lute on defense. As Bazaroff takes the face off. Lute now chipping it. He'll chip it in behind the cage. Black trying to work it around. Has Austin Lute at the top, but he'll go cross ice over to Barbieri. Barbieri kicking it down low. That was intended for Bell. Bell couldn't handle it. Black now will just tap it into the zone. He'll work his way up. And with a little bit of a stop, he'll take a shot on goal just to the left of the cage. And Eekhuizen will lock that one down. 7:44 of the first period. No score here on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia1 network. Plenty coming up this week. We'll touch on that as well as scores from around the National Football League as Black will take the face-off with Hayes. Puck low. Black trying to get it on the rebound. That's going to be stopped by Eekhuizen. Jets with the best look of the game so far here. As Bazaroff will take the face-off just to the right of the Storm cage. Robert Hayes will be in front of him. Hayes now trying to chip it forward, but it's going to be stopped by Hanneberg. Hanneberg will shoot it from beyond the blue line. Hayes will send it back out. It'll be Emmerling. It'll chase it down ice. No icing call on this. They'll wave that off. As Emmerling will bring it around. And back around the cage behind Fred Antonio. Bazaroff try to send a pass across ice, but it's going to go off the boot of a Storm player. And it'll be pushed down behind the goal line. And icing will be the call. They'll take this one back to the other side. And drop this one just to the left of Fred Antonio. Fred Antonio playing the first game last week, getting the 2-2 tie. As Craven and J.J. Bates will take the face-off. Craven stepping in there. Weaver will step in. But it'll go outside the zone. Hanneberg now will settle things down a little bit. Try to get it over to Craven. Craven will cycle it down to Weaver. Weaver couldn't handle it. It's going to go off the stick of Weaver to Damon Axelrod. And that's a hyphenated last name. Julian Damon Axelrod. Weaver trying to work it into the offensive zone for the Jets. And he's going to take a shot from behind. Knocked in the glass. No call. Puck will come around as Emmerling will try to send the center ice. Tried to find Weaver. Weaver overshot the pass. No battle for it on the board. Weaver will kick that back at Craven. Craven taking a shot, but it's going to go wide right of the cage. One of the Weavers with the shot. Going to go off the post. Second good look. Just a few minutes here. Can't get it to go. Craven will send us back to one of the Weavers. He'll try to take the shot. It'll go off the stick of a Storm player and up into the glass. Weaver send it back around. It's going to go into the neutral zone, and Emmerling will reset everyone as the Storm will make a wholesale change. Weaver now slowing it down. Trying to find his brother there down low, but it's going to go around the kick plate. It'll go behind the cage and back up to top to Emmerling. Emmerling will slow it down. He'll find Weaver. Weaver trying to get to Zurakowski now, who is in. And now it's going to be a 2-on-2 for the Storm. Shot from the blue line. It's going to be Finn Hayes on the shot, and it's going to go high and to the left. As Weaver now will stop behind the cage and surveil and send out to Zurakowski out to his right. Neff now with the puck for the Storm. Try to kick it back to Bates. Bates trying to work his way around Zurakowski, but the puck will come loose. And it'll end up behind the goal line, behind Fred Antonio. Emmerling now working his way into the zone, 3-on-1. And he'll take the shot, but it'll go off the pads of Eekhuizen. Ben Rose now taking a shot here, trying to get it off into the net, but Zurakowski was in the way. Puck behind the goalie. Official right there. No call and no goal. 4:30 of the first period. Scoreless. Jets getting several good looks, but can't convert on anything as Dalman Freitas and Benson. Benson coming up from the Jets' younger team. Now it's a blue line. Stepping up, but it'll be picked up by Emmerling. Emmerling will take a shot and go down to the corner. Freitas will recover the puck. Loose on the ice. Dalman tried to step in there, but Finn Hayes now with the puck. He'll chip it into the Storm offensive zone. Fran Antonio will let it roll around. They'll come around the boards as Freitas try to work it forward. Barbieri now going to hand this off to Dahman. Dahman with 3 men in front of him. Going to take a shot on an angle. Couldn't make it. He's going to go over the cage into the corner. Remain in play. They'll try to work it around the boards. That'll be Hayes again. Ronan Hayes. And it'll go past the stick of Emmerling and into the neutral zone. Lute will recover. Send it past the blue line, but nobody there for the Jets. Barbieri now. We'll hand off to Lute. Lute to Benson. Benson with some time. He'll work it forward to Freitas. Freitas going to have to battle down in the corner. Followed up by Dahman, who will pick it up and lose the puck to Bo Bates. Benson and Hayes battling down in the corner. Lee Benson with the puck now. He'll try to center it, give it to Dahman, and Green couldn't handle it to put it in the back of the net. Neff sending it around and back out to Ronan Hayes. Hayes trying to get out of the zone, but Emmerling's going to step up. However, Emmerling will be picked off. It'll be 2-on-2. Black and Luke on the defense for the Jets. Lucas Black with the pick. And now it's 2-on-2. If they move quickly, shot from Black off the left side of the goal. It will go wide right. Puck loose as they battle for it on the far boards. And CP will take a shot on the neutral zone, but it's going to be offside. They're going to have to take a moment to exit the zone, and the Storm will send this puck into the bench with 2:20 left here in this first period. No score. The official will come over and get a fresh puck. Bazarov, Black, and Bell back out for the Jets. CP and Hannenberg defensively for the Jets. Black's going to win this. Drop back and get it to Bazarov. Bazarov taking the shot. Couldn't get it to go. Bazarov now feed it to Black. Black into the back of the net. Jets go up 1-0, 2:10 left here, first period. So Bazarov to Lucas Black for the first goal of the day. The Jets finally, after several good looks, take a 1-0 lead over the Northeast Storm. Face off with Craven and Ronan Hayes now at center ice. 2:10 left here, first period. Puck down now. Weaver will take it. Try to work it over. CP working it up the boards. He's at the battle. Clarkson. CP will go down. Puck under him. I don't even think he knows where it is. Craven will step in to support him. And now we have a handful of players from both teams locked down on the board here as the clock continues to tick down. 1:52 left here, first period. Jets with a 1-0 lead. CP trying to get it over to the one Weavers, but now with the puck again, he'll send it center ice, and it's going to be a shot on goal. Weaver took a shot from behind. No call. It was going to be Finn Hayes on the shot. Oh, correction. That's going to be 41, not 4. Modin Librew. Thought there might be a call on that. As Craven and Hayes will take the face off. Craven now kicks back to Weaver. Weaver takes a shot, but it's going to go off of another player. Ricochet over to the boards. So Gage Weaver now sending it over to CP. CP trying to work it through. Craven, CP, and Weaver now in the zone, but it'll be picked up by Chapman. Chapman will have his pocket picked by Gage Weaver. I'll get those two right. Gage and Gavin, 1 year apart. And it's going to be picked off from Hannenberg. Hannenberg lost the puck to Clarkson. He's going to come in and clean that one up. That was one of the Weavers to try to send it forward. CP now under pressure. Try to get it over to Hannenberg. And then passing it to himself. Puck locked down now. In the neutral zone, it's going to be Hayes, Weaver, Chapman, and the other Weaver as the puck will come loose. Craven now off the far board with it. He'll chip it into the zone. Try to get something to work down there. Weaver now picking it up from across the kick plate. Weaver tried to get it to Craven at center ice. Couldn't do it. CP will get it over to Zurakowski. Zurakowski taking a short angle shot. Couldn't get it. Went over the cage. 23 seconds left here, first period. Jets with a 1-0 lead. Hannenberg will chip this back into the offensive zone, and we'll have a change as Lute and Barbieri will come in defensively. Ben Rose offensively for the Jets. And then we'll send this one around the boards. And that will be the end of the first period here at Center Ice Sports Complex in Jackson Township. Jets with a 1-0 lead coming by way of a Bazaroff to Black goal. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia1 network. Nina's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
You're listening to WRDP, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Lawrence, Salem, and around the world.
Second period action coming up here. It's Canton Akron Jets will go into the second frame with a 1-0 lead over the Northeast Storm. Take a look at some scores from around the National Football League. Of course, if you are a Browns fan, much as myself, we're happy to learn that the Browns get a 27-3 win over the Tennessee Titans in the fourth quarter. Baltimore leads Indianapolis 19-16. Neff and Black will come out for the face-off. Detroit with a 20-6 lead. And we are underway here for second period action. Black now working from right to left. Black taking a shot, sharp angled shot to the left. Rebound gotten by Bazaroff, but Bazaroff couldn't lift it into the back of the net. And we give you some of those updated scores here. Emmerling and Lute defensively. Bazaroff, Black, and Bell. Taking the face off with the Ronan Hayes. Bazaroff now will get the advantage on this one. Floated for a second, but Max was able to pick that up. He'll send it out to the point, but can't be handled by Emmerling. Emmerling will send it back across to Bazaroff through the neutral zone and past mid-ice. And offsides will be the call. Lucas Black. Way offsides. 14:28 of the second period. If you're just joining us here, Jets with a 1-0 lead. As Max Bazaroff will face up with Oliver Neff. Bazaroff sending it back into the offensive zone, but it'll be picked up by a Storm player. Lost after Ethan Bell will step in. Bell taking the shot. It's going to go off the goal, off the post and into the back of the net. Gwynn, I apologize. Back in net. And that'll be the second goal of the day for the Jets. Freshman Ethan Bell finds the back of the net now. Craven and Neff will take the face off. Weaver will send this to CP. CP tried to send it forward, but it's going to be picked off by Finn Hayes. Hayes losing that one. We'll get it to Oliver Neff. And Wybrew will chip this down low into the Jets defensive zone. CP trying to work his way around Craven. He'll send it over to one of the Weavers. As one of the Weavers will take a shot. Craven tried to get the rebound. Couldn't pick it up. And then the puck will head in the other direction into the Storm offensive zone. Hannenberg now trying to bring it around. He'll work through the defensive Finn Hayes. Craven stepping in here. Loose puck as Weaver now to the left up for Antonio. Running into some traffic with Finn Hayes. Hannibal will chip this one through the neutral zone, but it'll be knocked back to CP. CP bringing it through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, and he'll try to work through two Storm players. He'll try to backhand it, but it'll hit the back of the net. As Weaver, looks like we have an upcoming penalty. See what we got here. And it's going to be hooking against who we don't know. We'll see if we can actually hear the official. And that won't happen. So 13:03 left here. And that's penalty upcoming against the Storm. Finn Hayes will go to the box for the Northeast Storm. Jets will go to the man advantage. Black with the face-off to Bazarov. Send it back to the point. That'll be CP. CP got tripped up. Puck came loose. And CP will end up with it after he recovered. Black trying to work it to the inside, but it'll be picked off by Clarkson and sent down ice. Fred Antonio setting it up for Austin Lute. Lute will leave it for CP. CP work side to side on the ice. Send out to Weaver. Weaver. Nice pass to Lute through the neutral zone. Austin Lute will drop that for Bazarov. Bazarov's going to lose this to Clarkson. Clarkson. It's going to be one-on-one. Clarkson taking a shot. Fran Antonio is going to stop it. And then Bazarov will scoop it away and send it to Weaver in the neutral zone. Weaver working his way past mid-ice. Thought he had lost it. And then he actually did, as Lute now will have to track it back down again. Try to get it to Black. Black overshot it. Wasn't expecting it. And CP and Lute now on the defense. Bazarov trying to work to the left of Gwen, but he'll lose the puck, go back to the neutral zone. However, Robert Hannenberg will pick that up on the change. Weaver at the point now trying to work it into the offensive zone. He'll be tracked down by Henry D'Antoniak. Ben Rose trying to get the center feed. Couldn't get it from Weaver. Puck will roll back down to the right of Frat Antonio. 11:31 left here, second period. And Zurkowski now working his way through the neutral zone. Zurkowski with a lot of speed. Tried to take it all the way himself, but ran into a trio of Storm players. Puck loose now. Weaver to the right of Gwen. Couldn't handle it. Black tried to backhand the pass to Ben Rose, and he'll lose it to Zurkowski. Now will force it behind the cage of Gwen. Puck will go airborne as Hayes now, after clearing the penalty, will come in and we'll send it back down to the Jets' defensive zone. Weaver send that round to Hannenberg. Hannenberg couldn't get to it. Chapman was able to get it to it from the Storm. No battle for it in the corner. Puck coming loose behind the cage. As Hannenberg will work this one forward. Zurkowski taking a shot from the point. And that'll be easily stopped by Gwen. Jets and the Storm will both go for a change. 10:28 left here. Baltimore and Indianapolis now in overtime, 19-19. I think we have... This has got to be a wrong score. I'll have to check with Jerry Lute on this one. As Breen takes a face-off, shot on goal from Dahlman, and that'll be locked down. And we'll see if we can confirm this. If you can confirm this for me, this has got to be, I would assume this is going to be an error on the NFL's part. Miami 70, Denver 20. Oh, I'm being told that that's correct. Okay. All right, so Miami having what one would we call a good day. Freitas with the shot from the point. Stopped by Gwen. 10:08 left here in the second period. Really, that is a real score. Wow. All right. Other scores from around the NFL. The Chargers lead Minnesota 28-24. That was just under a minute left in the fourth quarter. A couple games getting underway already. Carolina at Seattle. Dallas and Arizona will kick off at 4:25. We have the face-off, puck loose now. It'll hit to the boards. Clarkson will chip it across the ice to Hayes. Hayes working it into the neutral zone, and I'm being told now that is a final score as Craven now will knock a Storm defender off of the puck. Again, Iantenyak. And got the whistle, and I believe they're going to call Craven for that. And Craven racking up the penalty minutes this year, leading the team. Has missed the first 4 games of the season, but yet leads in penalty minutes. So the Storm will be on their first power play of the day. As Bazarov and Neff will take the face-off to the left of Fred Antonio. Penalty coming at 9:43. Shot on goal. Just outside the cage. That'll be Wybrew with the shot, but Fred Antonio will get the glove save. Bazarov and Neff will again meet just to the left of Fred. Annenberg now trying to send it forward, and he'll get it out of the zone, and it'll sail down ice as Bates and Black will battle for it. Black taking a chance there. He's going to get tripped up. And we're going to go to a 4-on-4 for the next minute and 9. Black having his feet pulled out from under him. Pretty easy call for the official. Like a little bit confused there, but Ronan Hayes will head to the box. And we will be 4-on-4 for the next minute 9. The Jets will have a 21-second power play after that. Only 90 seconds on this penalty as Black will step out of the circle. He'll take the face-off against Neff. And I'm not sure why, but we have somebody else coming to serve a penalty. Was there an additional call afterwards? Okay, so I believe it's going to be a little unsportsmanlike conduct as Black and Neff will take the face-off. So it looks like Finn Hayes will serve the penalty for that. Bazarov trying to center it. Trying to get it to Luke. Couldn't get there. Neff now trying to send it center ice to find Chapman, but it'll be picked off by Luke. Luke working it through the neutral zone into the Jet side of the ice. Hannenberg took a shot, but it's going to be a pad save by Glenn. Storm sent it forward, but Hannenberg will dribble the puck actually in the air. Bazarov working his way around now. It's going to be Black and Bazarov. Black with the shot on goal! Bazarov to Black at 8:38 of the second period. And that will clear the penalty for the Northeast Storm, excuse me. Jets will actually go back to the penalty kill with 24 seconds left. And it looks like, I believe the Storm are going to take a timeout. So we will step aside as well. You're listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia1 network.
So, are you enjoying our station? Well, now you can take us along on your mobile device wherever you go.
Wow!
The free Live 365 app is available for both Apple and Android devices.
That sounds like fun. I'll give it a try.
Just go to the Apple app or Google Play Store and download it today.
You're listening to WRDP, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world. You're listening to WRDP, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
.8:38 left here, second period. Jets with a 3-0 lead. That coming from a Bazarov to Lucas Black. Assist there. Black finding the back of the net to the left of Gwen. And the Storm going to take a timeout, try to settle things down here. As we'll continue to take a look at some scores from around the NFL. Baltimore and Indianapolis still in overtime. 6:17 left there in overtime. And if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, they get the win over Tennessee, 27-3. Thursday night action. San Francisco gets the 30-12 win over the Giants. Detroit, it's a final. They defeated Atlanta 20-6. Green Bay gets the win over New Orleans 18-7 in a close one. Houston over Jacksonville 37-17. Maybe a little bit of a minor upset. As Clarkson and Black will take the face-off. Puck shot back behind Fred Antonio. Be picked up by Emmerling. Emmerling trying to work it up the boards. Black tried to pick it up, but Bates will knock it away. Leon Tignac will send it behind her as Barbieri will try to find an outlet. He'll chip it off the boards, but it'll go to Chapman. Chapman will send it back to Barbieri. And Barbieri will lose it to Clarkson. As Bazarov steps in, it'll be Craven working his way down the ice. He's got to beat the defensive Bo Bates. Working his way to the inside. Takes a shot. It's going to go wide right of the cage. Gwen almost didn't catch that one. Shot from the point by Emmerling. It's going to go high into the glass. Puck now loose as Barbieri and Bazarov will battle for it. Craven now in the slot. Takes a shot. It's going to go off the pad of Gwen. All evened up now as Barbieri's going to take the shot. But Gwen's going to swallow that one up. Again, Jets with multiple looks. You'd think they'd be a little further ahead at this point, but the netminders from the Northeast Storm doing a great job keeping them in this one. So Zurakowski nicely and Rose for the Jets. Zurakowski will take the face-off against Neff. And this one will be shot over just to the blue line. And Seepy will be able to kick this one back into the offensive zone. Puck loose now as Hannenberg will be one-on-one with Damon. He'll get the shot. It'll go wide right of the cage of Fred Antonio. Chip it back in. Seepy now working it up the boards near the bench. And Zurakowski try to feed it back to Seepy, but Ben Rose got a little too anxious there, though. And being offside. 7:02 left here, second period. Jets with a 3-0 lead over the Northeast Storm. So Bell and Black contributing goals here as Nicely will step in. Puck will ricochet off his boot. And Ben Rose will send it out of play to the left side of the Jets bench. 6:56 left here, second period. Jets with a 3-0 lead. And it'll be Zurakowski taking the faceoff with Clarkson. To the left of Gwen. Puck loose now, Ben Rose. Send it back up top to CP. CP taking a shot from the point, going to bounce off the chest of Gwen. And it'll be sent down ice as Robert Hannenberg will try to recover it. He'll one-hand it, send it over to CP. CP to work it to Zurakowski. Zurakowski now working to the inside. Couldn't get a shot off. Gets the rebound, tries to take a shot, but it's going to go off of a Storm player. And Nicely now working his way back to the inside. And Zurakowski Nicely, not the biggest guys in there, as puck will end up in front of the net. It was a series of, a group of Storm players there. Couldn't find the puck. Shot on goal! And it's going to be one for the freshman. It's going to be Nicely. Rossi Nicely out of Hoover High School gets his first goal as a Canton-Akron Jet. The Jets take a 4-0 lead over the Storm. 6:17 left here, second period. A few more scores from around the NFL. New England, they get the win over the New York Jets 15-10. Afternoon games getting underway here. Thank you for joining us here for Canton-Akron Jets hockey. Luke working it around the cage of Fred Antonio. He'll get it to Weaver. Weaver couldn't handle it. It's going to head over. Craven coming in to Try to knock Bates off the puck. It's Barbieri now on the rush. He'll take the shot, but it's going to go off of the boot of Bates. Puck loose now. As Craven tried to stop that with his chest, couldn't find it. Now off the boards there. Barbieri will keep it in. And Jack trying to take the shot, but too much traffic in the way. Puck loose to the right of Gwen. Penalty upcoming. And and by the confused look, I'm going to say they're going to send Craven back to the box. They're going to say it's a technical. So we'll see how long he's going to sit for that. Craven racking up the penalty minutes. Only 90 seconds on this one. 5:36 left here, second period. Storm on the power play. The Black and Neff to take the face-off to the right of Fred Antonio. The puck will trickle out to the neutral zone. As Clarkson will try to work his way through three Jets players, couldn't do it. Try to send it back to the boards. Nobody there. Bazarov now 2-on-1 against the Storm, and he's going to work his way. A beautiful move. Took the shot, but Gwen's going to stop that. Bazarov working in and out. He'll chip it off the boards now. He'll get it down to Black. Black tied up behind the Storm cage. Black back and forth behind there, trying to find an outlet. Bazarov stepped in, but Bates will come in and send that one forward. Barbieri's going to pick this off from Neffet in the neutral zone. Barbieri taking a shot. Gwen going to get the glove save. 4:49 left here, second period. Jets will not be back in action until October 14th, so they'll be off for the next couple of weeks. As Weaver and Neff will take the face off. I'm going to come in and knock Bates off the puck. And Barbieri will end up with it at the point. He'll chip it down low. I'm going to try to chase it around, but this puck will be chipped all the way down behind Fred Antonio. Icing will be the call. Jets still on the penalty kill for the next 24 seconds. Raven serving a 90-second penalty for a technical. As it'll be Dahman, Weaver, Barbieri, and Luke for the Jets. Puck will sail by the right side of Gwen. Will be sent down ice. And we'll get another icing call against the Storm. 4:21 left here. Jets still on the penalty kill for the next 15 seconds. Trying to find out some details on that 70-20 win for Miami over Denver. Wow. J.J. Bates now with the face-off with Weaver. Lute will take the shot from the point. It won't go. Too much traffic in between. As Dahman now tried to set it back into the offensive zone, but Storm will take this one down into the board. He'll battle with Luke. Dahman now trying to work through two defenders. He'll have Craven to his left. Craven will circle around, take the shot. Craven making his way back from the box. Tried to get the rebound. Couldn't get a Barbieri. Now take the shot from the right circle. Raven now trying to recover the puck, but we'll get it out to Barbieri. Barbieri will send it over to Hanneberg. Hanneberg will chip this one low. Craven will change directions. And he'll feed that one to the left side of the cage, and Dahman couldn't get it to go. Ring now trying to send it center ice. Craven with it. And too much Storm traffic. Hanneberg to Dahman. Dahman takes a shot. It's going to go wide left of the Storm cage. Dahman again with another shot. And Gwen will stop this one. It's still loose. As Hanneberg, that'll be one of the Weavers. It'll be 8, not 9. Craven will step in and he'll battle with Wybrew for it. Craven Sending out to Weaver. Weaver took the shot. Craven trying to get the rebound. He'll take the shot, and it'll be knocked into the belly of Gwen. 2:46 left here in this second period. We will have an intermission between second and third period. Have an ice cut. Give you the scoring recap. And try to give you some scores from around the NFL. Zurakowski and Neff to take the face off. It'll be Nicely, Hanneberg, and Ben Rose out there with them, as well as Emmerling. Hanneberg battling against the board. Zurakowski's going to pull it out. Zurakowski trying to get around the defense of D'Antignac. If I'm getting that right. Hanneberg on the shot from the point. Gwen was able to see it and knock it away. Bo Bates now with the puck. He'll bring it up the boards. Chip it down there, and the Storm will go for a change. Emmerling with a spin move, trying to work his way around. Zurakowski stepped in, but couldn't handle it. They'll kick it back over to Nicely. Aussie Nicely, the freshman, as well as Zurakowski on this line with Ben Rose. Send over to Emmerling. Emmerling taking the shot, but it's going to go off a Storm player and just kind of sit there as Ben Rose will recover it. He'll send it out to Hanneberg. Hanneberg will take the shot, and it'll be stopped between the pads as we got a little pushing and shoving here. Zurakowski, the recipient of the Nicely. Nicely and Zurakowski are built kind of the same, not too tall and pretty thin, so be mistaken for each other. Neff took offense to something. Took a shot at Nicely, but no penalty upcoming as they reset the net on its pegs. 1:42 left here, second period. Jets with a 4-0 lead. Dahman to take the face off for the Jets. What kind of settled? Gio Beretta taking the shot here. That's going to be knocked away. Dahman taking this follow-up shot. Couldn't get it to go either. Dahman now from behind the cage. Trying to send it to center ice. Couldn't get it over to Benson. Barbieri will send it to the boards as Storm will pick it up, but it's going to be picked off by Freitas. Freitas tried to work it, get a wraparound, but couldn't do that. And it'll go off the stick of Hayes, and it'll send it all the way down past the goal line. Icing will be the call against the Storm. 1:09 left, second period here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network. Thank you for joining us. Tim Craven with you. Plenty of live programming coming up this week on the iMedia1 network as Black and Bates will take the face-off. They'll work towards the net. And over the goalie, into the net. And it's going to be a goal for Lucas Black, his second of the day. And the officials are talking. We'll see if this one's going to count. I don't know if they were talking about a high sticking or not. Puck did bounce up over Gwen. And the officials now trying to come to some kind of consensus. Head shaking no and some shaking yes. And it looks like that goal is going to count. Second one of the day for Lucas Black, coming at 1:01 of the second period. Bazaroff and J.J. Bates to take the face-off. Traffic got congested down in front of the net of Gwen. Puck going up over his left shoulder. As Bell knocked this one into the offensive zone. Black going to take a little bit of a shot off the board, but he'll recover. Black now with the puck, going to take another shot, hit the back of the net. And Bell will battle Wybrew for the puck. Bell getting up a little bit slow now, took the shot off the glass. Emmerling tried to take the shot, couldn't get past DeMond Axelrod. Black now to Bazaroff. Bazaroff taking a shot off the post in the back of the net. Max Bazaroff gets on the scoring page as well. 30 seconds left here. Second period. It has been all Jets. 5-0 is the score. It'll be Craven and both Weavers coming out, as well as Emmerling and CP for the Jets. Weaver sent over to CP. CP tapping it forward to Gavin Weaver. Puck loose now, just kind of sitting there. Somebody's going to have to find that. Emmerling now going to chase it down the boards with just 15 seconds left here in the second period. Emmerling now finding Gage Weaver. Puck loose as Chapman will send this one down behind the goal line. And that should bring us to an end of the second period here at Center Ice Sports Complex in Jackson Township. After 2, it has been all Canton Akron Jets. They lead the Northeast Storm by a score of 6-0. We're going to step aside for a timeout. We come back, we'll give you a scoring recap, and we'll tell you about all the exciting lineup here on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia1 Network. Coming up this week, stick around, don't go anywhere. We will be right back after this. Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825 or go to youngstownphantoms.com. Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
This is Everett Fitzhugh, the radio voice of the NHL Seattle Kraken. And when I want to catch up with Youngstown sports, I tune in to Western Reserve Radio, WRDB, The Scourge.
Intermission time here. Right between second and third period, we'll take a look at the scoring here as the Jets go in after 2 periods, leading 6-0. And take a look at some of the scorers here. Lucas Black already with the hat trick today. So Lucas Black with 3 goals. Ethan Bell gets his second goal of the season. Rossi Nicely, the freshman, he gets his first goal of the season. First goal with the Canton Akron Jets, actually. And then Bazarov will put one in just before the end of the second period to increase the Jets' score to 6-0. Again, we'll take a look at some of the scores from around the National Football League as we get through week 3 here of the NFL. Baltimore and Indianapolis, last report, were in overtime as we get a reset there. All right, we'll go from here. It'll be the Jets going down to the New England Patriots by a score of 15-10. Jets having a disappointing season after the injury to Aaron Rodgers. Minnesota at home, they lose to the Los Angeles Chargers 28-24. Miami gets the 70-20 win over Denver. I have to assume that there's going to be some changes coming up on Monday there in Denver. Houston with the quasi upset there. They get the win over the Jacksonville Jaguars in Florida by a score of 37-17. Green Bay over New Orleans 18-17. Detroit with the win over Atlanta 20-6. Browns, they bounce back after that Monday night debacle. They get the 27-3 win over the Tennessee Titans. The Cleveland defense not giving up a whole lot here in the early part of the season. After it took overtime, but Indianapolis gets the 22-19 win over Baltimore. San Francisco on Thursday night gets the win over the Giants by a score of 30-12. Of course, coming up tomorrow night, it will be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams on Monday Night Football. Trying to get you some scores from the afternoons here as Carolina at Seattle, all tied up at 3 in the second quarter. Arizona with a 9-0 lead over Dallas. Kansas City, 7-0 over Chicago. Coming up tonight, it'll be Las Vegas hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. That game scheduled for an 8:20 kickoff. 2 games on Monday, as a matter of fact. It'll be Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Buccaneers led by Baker Mayfield, who has had a great start to the year. Coming up this week on Western Reserve Radio on the iMedia1 network. On Tuesday, join Mark Means with By All Means. Talk about the high school football season coming up, as well as a couple of great guests. Check our social media for that. Coming up on Wednesday on City View Sportscast, Matt Emsch will have Just Football with Matt Emsch starting at 6 o'clock over there on City View Sportscast. We'll talk a lot of high school football there. Matt actually making it out to the Ohio State Notre Dame game last night, sending some video back via Facebook. So congratulations to him. I'm not sure the team that he wanted to win did, but nonetheless, I'm sure it was a great time. Friday night is football nights here on Western Reserve Radio on the iMedia1 network. It'll be Springfield hosting the Western Reserve Blue Devils. And then over on Western Reserve Radio 2, easy for me to say, and Sports Radio 1240, it'll be Mark Means and Dave Clark. We will have the Girard Indians at the South Range Raiders. And, of course, you can listen to Mineral Ridge Football coming up on City View Sportscast. Their pregame will start at 6:45 with the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack, and Matt Emsch over there. Of course, it'll be Coach Bob Gessler and I bringing you all the action from New Middletown. And the Springfield Tigers, 4-2 coming into this week, will take on the Western Reserve Blue Devils. We're going to step aside for another timeout. We come back. Third period action here at Center A Sports Complex in Jackson Township. The Canton Akron Jets lead the Northeast Storm by a score of 6-0. Stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Marquette scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Kruger were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow at College Hockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was
the
fine.
most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Will that be all?
Can I also have the Price is Right scratch off?
Come on down.
Excuse me?
Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Play The Price is Right scratch off from the Ohio Lottery today. Win up to $100,000 instantly. Or enter for your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas for a chance to win up to $50 million in the Come On Down Challenge. Next in line,
I'll take whatever she's got.
Come on down. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard. So you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
So, are you enjoying our station? Well, now you can take us along on your mobile device wherever you go.
Wow!
The free Live 365 app is available for both Apple and Android devices.
That sounds like fun. I'll give it a try.
Just go to the Apple app or Google Play Store and download it today.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world. Youngstown, Warren, and Salem's local and national sports talk can be found on TuneIn and the Live 365 app at Western Reserve Radio, WRDB, The Scourge.
Third period action coming up here at Center Ice Sports Complex in Jackson Township. Kent Akron Jets already with a 6-0 lead coming into the third period here. They come off of a 1-0-1 weekend last weekend as they tie the first game with the Capital 67s and get the 3-1 win in the second game today. A much better performance in every aspect as they get take you into the third period, a 6-0 lead. The Jets will be off again until October 14th. Be sure to tune into all our social media for times and scheduling for that one. We'll most likely be bringing you that one as well. Again, coming up this week on Tuesday, by all means, with Mark Means. Some of his great guests talking about, I'm sure there'll be some local high school football talk in there as we are past the halfway mark of the Ohio high school football season. State of Pennsylvania just getting there as well. Wednesday, Just Football with Matt Emsch on City View Sportscast. Join in at 6 p.m. for that. Football Fridays here on Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. And nicely, Zurakowski and Ben Rose will start this one off for the Jets. It'll be Neff, Bates, Clarkson, Chapman and Weiber will get this one underway for the Storm. Puck loose now as Clarkson tries to work to the wide side. Take a shot. But it's going to go wide right of the cage. Puck loose now. CP trying to work his way towards it, but it's going to be tipped back. And they'll play a little hot potato with it. Send it over. Clarkson will take the shot on goal. Not much on it. As now to be Zarkowski to Rose. Rose couldn't handle the pass. 2-on-1. Developed for the Jets. Just couldn't connect on the pass cross ice. CP now will chase this one down in his defensive zone. Clarkson now behind him, providing some resistance. Neff stepping in there. He and CP will get tied up. Puck will be sent out to Ben Rose. Now it'll be Zarkowski to Nicely. Nicely couldn't handle the pass. Another 2-on-1 opportunity. Hannenberg now taking a shot. And it'll go wide left of the cage. CP now chase this one out to the neutral zone and reset. Hannenberg to his left. CP going to try to take it to the inside. Zarkowski wasn't expecting a pass. Puck just dangled. And it'll be sent down ice by Bates. It'll be an icing call coming up against the Storm. 3:46 left here this third period. Jets already with a 6-0 score. 6-0 lead. A little confused here. I'm trying to get over to some of these NFL scores. Some great games today. And as Raiders will take the face-off with Bates. J.J. Bates. Emmerling now sent it back around the kick plate. It'll go behind the cage of Gwen. Emmerling again trying to send it to Gio. Gio Bradis going to battle down in the corner with Damon Axelrod. Emmerling trying to work his way through a couple of Storm players. Won't get it. He'll have to play it off the boards. And it'll be picked up and shot by Benson. Benson with the second shot. He's going to get it. 13-17 of the third period. Benson for the Jets gets his own rebound and puts it in. Benson sticking with it, and head coach Sean Houston will tell them just stay out there. So Benson, Freitas, Weaver, Barbieri, and Lute. Freitas now with the face-off. Back to Emmerling. Emmerling will try to send it across ice to Benson. But then it'll be picked up by Weaver. Weaver sending it down to Freitas. Freitas fighting his way through a couple of Storm defenders. Tries to backhand it. And Gwen will stop that one. 12:58 of the third frame here. As now Bell, Black, and Bazaroff will make their way from the bench. Emmerling and Lute defensively for Canton Akron. Bazaroff and Neff to take the face-off to the right of Gwen. Storm will win that one. It'll be Bo Bates trying to send around the kick plate, but it'll be intercepted by Black. Black will get knocked off the puck by Chapman. Bell will end up with it. Up in the air now. Black will end up with it. Lucas Black with 3 goals on the day so far. Bazaroff now behind the net of Gwen. He'll try to work it forward, but it'll be picked off and then sent down ice by Colton Clarkson. Clarkson couldn't control it, trying to get to the net. He'll lose it and be sent out to Bazaroff. Bazaroff now had some time, but couldn't control the puck. Bazaroff now going to send it out to Lute. No, actually, he'll keep it and wrap it around. And now he'll send it out to Lute on a little delay. Shot on goal. And when dropped it, it was put in by Bazaroff, but the official's going to say, nope, the whistle was blown. Already 7-0, so not much to complain about in that realm. Next, Bazaroff to take the face-off with Neff. 12:04 left here, third period. Jets with a 7-0 lead. Puck will be sent down ice. Weber. What is Weber? Weber will be guilty of the icing. Black and Neff again will meet to the left of Gwen. 11:56 left here, third period. Will Bates tried to work that around to his own player, but Emmerling stepped in, sent it across ice, and CP now will have to chase this one down behind the net of Fred Antonio. CP chipping it up to Bazarov, at least attempted to, couldn't get it to him. Chapman trying to work the defensive CP. He'll send it back, but it's going to go to Bazarov. Max Bazarov trying to get it to Ethan Bell. Ethan Bell had an opportunity there. Bell overshoot the puck. He had Black in the slot. Bell now to CP. CP going to work it off the boards, but it's going to go off the stick of a Storm player into the neutral zone. Emmerling will be behind CP. CP going to work it through on his own. He'll get around the defensive net, but he won't get around Bates. Bates will knock it away. Jets will get a shot on goal, actually. And it won't go. 11:01 left here, third period. So it'll be Weaver, Dahman, Craven, Lute, and Barbieri. Dahman taking the shot, going to go off the boot. Come on, Axelrod. Sam Zoller now with the puck. Couldn't handle it. He'll be knocked off the puck by Dahman. Craven step up in front of the puck, but it'll be shot down ice. No icing on this one. Oh, they'll say yes, it will be icing on this. So that will come back to the Jets' offensive zone. 10:40 left here, third period. Will Craven bring Dahman. I believe that's going to be Gavin Weaver out there, if I'm not mistaken. Jack Barbieri and Austin Lute, the defenseman. Dahman will take the face-off. Nick Craven get out of the circle now before they drop it. Weaver sending it out to Emmerling. To Barbieri. He takes the shot. It won't go. Lute will stop this one. Send it across ice. Was looking for Weaver, but couldn't connect on it. Finn Hayes now with the puck. Took a shot down ice. Not much on it. Fred Antonio set that one up. No control on that. And Julian DeMont Axelrod will send that one past the goal line. They'll bring that one back for icing. So it'll be Zurakowski nicely and Ben Rose on the change for the Jets. That's what we Hanneberg and Emmerling. 10:09 left here, third quarter. We're on this Sunday edition of Canton Akron Jets hockey. Zurakowski to take the face-off with Neff. We'll send that one back to the board. Ben Rose will send it out to Emmerling. Emmerling overshot it. It's going to go through the neutral zone. And Hanneberg on the defense. And a shot on goal by the Storm. Holton Clarkson. It's the shot from the circle to the right of Fred Antonio. And the Northeast Storm get on the board. 9:56 of the third period. 7-1. Now the score in favor of the Jets. And Zurakowski nicely and Ben Rose will stay on the ice, as well as Austin Lute and Barbieri. Face-off this time. Zurakowski will send it back. Picked up by Barbieri. Sent into the zone. Zurakowski working his way through. Shot it when just left of the cage. Barbieri tried to control it, kick it back with his skate, but missed that. And now it'll be shot down icing. Will be the call against the Storm, who have finally gotten on the board here. Also want to remind you, coming up Saturday, September 30th, the Youngstown Phantoms are back on the ice. Tell you about that in a moment as Freitas and Neff will take the face-off. That'll be J.J. Bates for the Storm. Freitas trying to get the rebound. Chip it in, couldn't get it to go. Benson back to Freitas. He's behind the goal line. Gio trying to find an outlet there. Had one of the Weavers, couldn't get it to him. And sent back out to Barbieri. Barbieri going to have to battle Finn Hayes for that. Puck will dangle out there. Finn Hayes now will send this one cross ice to Trent Johnston. Benson tried to pick it up, but he's going to lose it. He was backed up by Weaver, but he also couldn't handle it. Austin Lute now will set it up from behind Fran Antonio. Paredes now chasing the puck down ice with Damon Axelrod, but that's going to be icing coming up against Canton Akron. 8:43 left here in this third period. 7-1 your score. Jets with the commanding lead, I guess we'll use it. We'll use the term. So it'll be Bates and Black for the faceoff to the right of Fred Antonio. Puck down loose. Seepy trying to get to the corner to get that. Finn Hayes trying to knock him off. It'll get sent back out to Black. Black will work it around. Seepy now at the blue line, trying to work it in the offensive zone. Take a back. He's trying to backhand it. High end. No goal as Bazarov put one in, but he'll be guilty of the hand pass. And up 7-1. I don't think it's a problem, but Bazarov asking why that wasn't a goal. And if it was a bocce game, that would have been great. Bazarov looking to find the back of the net as well again, but hand pass, and they will wave that one off. Bazarov and Neff will face off for this one. Black tried to step in to grab it, couldn't get to it. And it'll be Clarkson to the right of Fred Antonio, trying to move it around. Trying to take another shot on goal, but it'll be smothered by the defense of Canton Akron. Puck sent around the kick plate and picked up by Black. Black having trouble controlling it. Puck loose in front of Fred Antonio. He's going to knock that away. Neff took the shot, but nowhere to go as the Jets will chase this one down ice. Ethan Bell trying to get to it. It'll be icing. Against Canton Akron, we'll have a change. Dom and Craven and Weaver. Defensively, it will be Barbieri and Emmerling. Bates and Craven to take the face off. Emmerling will end up with it. He'll send it out to Dahman. Dahman across the ice to Craven. Craven, he's going to hit Weaver on the pass. And back of the net for Weaver. I believe that's going to be Gage Weaver. If I'm not mistaken, both Weavers wearing number 8. But Craven to Weaver on the goal. 7:23 of the third period. 8-1 is the score now. Craven sending that pass across ice to Weaver, who apparently everybody forgot about. Craven and J.J. Bates take the face off. Barbieri moving this one forward. And it'll end up behind the goal line, behind Gwen. Weaver still in. Oh, going to take a shot against the boards. Wybrew knocking him off the puck, but Weaver recovering. And trying to work it forward to Barbieri, but he's going to be locked down. Trying to get some support from Green Dahman now. And the puck will be sent back down into the Storm offensive zone as Barbieri will work this one around. He's got Craven on the point. Craven looking for Dahman. Pass too far ahead as Barbieri, though, will recover it. Craven waited to send that into the zone until Dahman got out. So heads up play by Will Craven. Craven trying to work his way inside. No battle with Julian Damon Axelrod. Puck now across the ice, and Emmerling will be the closest one to it as we have a change for the Storm. Dahman now at the blue line, trying to send it across. He'll find Weaver again. Craven will go to the bench, but Gage Weaver will send it across, and all we could find was Neff from the Storm as the Jets were on a change. Ben Rose making his way, and Zurakowski now in. He'll be in the slot. Emmerling taking the shot, and it's going to go off the pads of Gwen. Weaver again to Emmerling. Emmerling Going to take that shot again. And this time it'll go off the pads to the right of Gwen. Emmerling again from the point. So 3 shots in a row for Gavin Emmerling, the junior out of Norton High School. Zurkowski and Rose battling for the puck down low. Bill Zurkowski, the freshman out of Jackson High School. Come on, Axelrod now with the puck, but it'll be picked up by Zurkowski. Zurkowski tried to find somebody in the slot. Nobody was there. And it'll be knocked away. J.J. Bates working his way into the Storm offensive zone. Emmerling will snag it nonetheless and send it up the boards. And we try to get it to a Jets player. That's going to be Zurkowski. They're going to be 3-on-1 if they get to it. Zurkowski's taking a shot off the right side of the net. It's not going to go. He'll send out to Seepy. Seepy couldn't handle the pass. Could have got a shot off on that one. But Connor Seepy out of South Range High School sent out to Dahman. Dahman took a shot. And a goal. Excuse me, that was Zurkowski. Zurkowski to Ben Rose. Ben Rose getting the goal. Jets with a 9-1 lead now. 4:39 left here, third period. Gio Paredes out to take the face-off with J.J. Bates. Puck loose now. Benson will step in and grab that for the Jets, but that'll be knocked away by Bo Bates. Paredes battling for it over near the Jets bench with J.J. Bates, and that puck will go into the bench. I'll take the face-off in a circle just outside in the neutral zone here. CB now will roll it back. Try to reset. He'll work his way through 3 Storm players. He's going to have Bates in front of him. Paredes trailing. CB tried to drop past it, but nobody was there as Benson now will send that over to Gio Paredes. Paredes taking a shot, and it's going to go off Gwen and hit the ice. Paredes now tried to get it to Benson in the slot, but it's going to be knocked away by the defense of the Storm. Paredes now sent it across ice, intended that one for Benson. Benson was coming in from the left side of the net. Ice Monster got him. CPA now with Hanneberg. And to pass it back and forth, try to work it forward. Finn Hayes creating some havoc. There's going to be a collision at mid-ice. Wybrew and CP. I think Wybrew got the worst of that one. And we're going to have a penalty upcoming. And it's going to be Connor Seepy heading to the penalty box. 3:31 left here, third period. Jets with a 9-1 score. Jets will go on the penalty kill. It'll be Black, Bazarov, Barbieri, and Lute on the penalty kill. Neff take the face-off for the Storm. Puck sent down to Black. Black now finding Bazarov. Bazarov with the shot. It's going to go wide, left of an open cage. Opportunity for a shorthanded goal. As it looks like, if you didn't know any better, it looked like the Storm were on the penalty kill. Jets being aggressive. We'll have a change. Ben Rose will make his way to the ice. He and Kale Zurkowski. Rose will take the faceoff. Zurkowski will be to his left. Barbieri and Lute in defensively. Storm will win this one. It'll be Seth Chapman. Chapman working into the zone. And Barbieri will get to it first from behind Fran Antonio. Rose trying to chip it forward, and he'll send this one down ice. It'll be stopped by Gwen. Gwen will send it up, but Zurkowski picked it off, and he's going to put it in the back of the net. And it's a shorthanded goal for the Canton Akron Jets. 2:53 of the third period. When it's going your way, it's going your way. Zurkowski and Nicely both having good games. The freshman on the line with Ben Rose. If I'm not mistaken, I believe all three have scored on that line. Weaver now with the puck. Try to send it forward, but won't be able to make it past Bo Bates. Puck going to be loose now. Picked up by the Storm. Shot on goal. It's going to go wide left of Fred Antonio. Everling making sure that Clarkson can't get in there. Clarkson will take a wide round shot. Hayes now going to lose the puck to Dahman. Dahman with the breakaway. And Gwen's going to knock that one away. 2:23 left here in the game. Jets still on the penalty kill for another 18 seconds. Jets playing as well with 4 players as they did with 5. As the puck will remain down in the Jets' offensive zone, and that will clear the penalty here with 2:01 left in the game. We're back to 5-on-5. Connor Seepy will make his way back to the ice. Shot on goal, Fred Antonio. Knocked that away with his stick. Puck out of mid-ice. It's going to be Weaver. Weaver and Dahman 2-on-2. Shot on goal by Craven. That's going to go wide right. Puck now in the air into the neutral zone, and it will be set by Clarkson down behind the goal line, behind Fred Antonio. He'll set up Emmerling with it. Emmerling going to work his way up through the boards and work past the defense of the Storm. And he's going to take a shot. Emmerling will pirouette. He'll lose the puck, but he'll stay on his feet. With 1:15 left here in this game. 10-1 is your score. It's been all Canton Akron Jets. Craven will go down from a push in the back. He'll make his way back to the skates. And then we'll have a whistle on the play. I believe they may have gotten the checking from behind penalty against the Storm. And indeed, that will be Modian Wybrew, defenseman for the Storm, that will finish this game out in the box. 90-second penalty coming up. Craven trying to shake that one off. So 1:01 left here as the Jets will go to the power play. It'll be Black, Bazaroff, and Weaver. Defensively, it'll be Seepy and Luke. They'll drop this one to the left of Gwen. Seepy from the point. He'll work it over to Luke. Luke sending it down to Weaver. Weaver going to send it around to Black. Black send it back to Weaver on the boards. Tanya going to get this one, send it back out to Seepy. And the Jets will have to touch up. Black now from the point. Sending it across the ice has Weaver. Weaver, if we could have controlled it, would have had another shot on goal. 31 seconds left here in this game. Back out to Seepy. Seepy from the point. Over to Lute. Lute sending it back down to Weaver. Weaver to Black. And 21 seconds left here. Jets just going to work this one around as the clock continues to run down. As we enter the final 10 seconds of the third period. Black content just to send that out to Lute. Lute to Weaver, and that will wrap it up here from Center Ice Sports Complex in Jackson Township. And the Canton Akron Jets, they get the 10-1 win over the Northeast Storm. And Fred Antonio gets the win for the Jets, giving up only one goal in the third period. As the Jets light up the scoreboard here this afternoon. We're going to step aside for a quick break. We come back, we'll give you a scoring recap, and we will tell you what's coming up again here on Western Reserve Radio on the iMedia Network this week. You are listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia1 Network. Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825 or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Clark Cup champion!
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Walsh Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and it is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
This is Everett Fitzhugh, the radio voice of the NHL Seattle Kraken. And when I want to catch up with Youngstown sports, I tune in to Western Reserve Radio, WRDB, The Scourge.
Back here one last time at Center Ice Sports Complex in Jackson Township. Take a look at the score sheet here today as nice rounded performance by the Canton Akron Jets. They get the 10-1 win, but goals put in. It was a hat-trick day for Lucas Black. He would get 3. Ethan Bell would find the back of the net for the second time in as many weeks. Sarkowski, he would actually find a goal to the freshman on the line there with Ben Rose and Rossi Nicely. Bazarov, he would find the back of the net, as would Benson. Weaver, I'm not sure which one. I believe that's going to be, we'll say Gage Weaver. Okay, I don't know. If in case, might have been Gavin Weaver. We hope to get that one fixed, as both Weavers are wearing number 8. Ben Rose would put one also late in the third period, and it would be rounded out today by Kale Zurikowski, the freshman out of Jackson High School, finding the back of the net as well. Coming up this week again, Tuesday at 5 p.m., join Mark Means with By All Means with his special guests and some updates on high school football from around the area. We're just past the halfway mark. And speaking of high school football, Wednesday at 6 o'clock, it'll be Matt Emsch and Just Football on City View Sportscast. That coming up at 6 p.m. On Friday night, it will be football night on the iMedia1 network, as on Western Reserve Radio 2 and AM 600. The coach, Bob Gessler, and I will have Springfield hosting the Western Reserve Blue Devils. I was going to say Western Reserve Radio. That doesn't make sense. Over on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240, Mark Means and Dave Clark. We'll have the Girard Indians and the South Range Raiders. And on City View Sportscast, Matt Emsch. And, of course, the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack. We'll have Mineral Ridge football. Airtime for them is going to be 6:45. So join in 6:35 for the coach and I, 6:40 for Mark Means and Dave Clark, and 6:45 for Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch. And then coming up on Saturday, the Youngstown Phantoms will be back on the ice, as we will have a banner raising there celebrating the 2023 Clark Cup Championship. There will be a tailgate party starting at 3 p.m. in the back of the Cavelli Center. That will go till 6 o'clock. And then we will have the banner raising there at Center Ice as we celebrate that great moment back on May 19th. $5 tickets are available for that game. Very affordable family fun coming up as the Youngstown Phantoms begin their defense of their Clark Cup Championship. They were down in Cranberry, Pennsylvania this week for the 2023 USHL Clark for the Fall Classic, excuse me. I'm going to say the Clark Cup. I can't get the Clark Cup thing off my mind. Drop both games there, but we're not going to wrap it up and end it there on those. So definitely on Saturday night, it will be a great occasion. Make sure you get out there Again, $5 tickets. Call 330-747-PUCK, 747-7825. Again, great, affordable family fun. And with that, we thank you for joining us here this afternoon for Canton Akron Jets hockey. The Jets get the 10-1 win over the Northeast Storm. They will be back on the ice October 14th. Be sure to check our social media for times as we get ready to get into the regular schedule for the Canton Akron Jets. So again, we thank you for joining us. My name is Jim Craven. We will see you next time here for Canton Akron Jets hockey. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and we hope that you have a fantastic weekend.